So the WageLove Hackathon grew out of actually MIT Reality Hack. We added this year an emergency response track that was hosted at the ASU California Center, where we brought together different XR creators from around the Los Angeles area, as well as several people who participated remotely online through GatherTown. We were all thinking about ways to use XR and AI solutions to support wildfire relief efforts, as well as tell the stories of those who were impacted by the fires.
When something like the wildfires happen in a place where you can call home, you want to do your best to create a positive impact.
There were 5 different teams. We had over 40 people in total between hackers, judges, and mentors. We brought in 2 different people who had real world impact by the fires. One young artist who's lost his whole family home in Altadena, as well as a local artist that had been living in an RV who had to evacuate with her 2 kids.
After I noticed them telling us we had to start wearing masks and the ash was falling and everything like that, I knew it wasn't safe for us to stay in the RV anymore. I just want to make sure that my boys are comfortable.
This is an emergency response track, and so obviously everyone is trying to build something with good intentions that could really benefit others, and have a social good impact.
It was an amazing experience. We had a somatic healer come in and do a healing session halfway through the hack to just bring people back into connecting with their bodies.
I think it's important for people to connect what they want to manifest and what they're working on back to their body, back to how they feel and how they're experiencing themselves and their emotions and their thoughts.
Amazing conversations were happening between people who would normally talk to each other or even share space with each other. There was an awesome moment where different people's kids were running around and playing together, which you don't often see in academic spaces. It was just a really beautiful feeling, of us all being in community together with positive intentions to support people who are impacted by the fires.
We have a community of artists who are willing to come out here and do the thing, but some of those people, as artists, even lost everything that they had. We're in a devastating time in LA, and it's important to have spaces where we can have these conversations.
On the final day, Sunday, the judges came in from around the XR community to review the different projects, to offer feedback. We had amazing discussions about the different sort of design approaches with the projects, as well as who did the best execution. And ultimately, we had 2 winning teams that were selected based on best execution and best design. So one of the projects was also working with folks on the ground at MIT to develop this WageLove dance app. The goal was to kind of create something like the Ice Bucket Challenge. And so we worked, between both spaces, lots of back and forth Zoom calls. And then on center stage at the closing ceremony of the MIT Hackathon, we actually premiered the WageLove campaign and the dance and got a lot of audience participation. We set up a station for people to actually do the dance at the closing night party at MIT Hackathon, and lots of people did the WageLove dance, which is really amazing to see. People from all backgrounds, all different walks of life participating, as well as the final challenge that we did on stage at the closing.
There's just such a versatility to what we can do with these bodies of ours that the forms of expression are endless.
There's more of us, that outnumber them, and we come from a place of heart and soul.
So since then, we've continued actually in what's now turned into the WageLove Hackathon, which will be going up until South by Southwest. And we're continuing to work with Patches, the artist, and her family. She took some doctors that were in town for a conference on a medical walk to discuss mental health with people on the Venice Boardwalk.
We have more social interactions, just engaging with people. People are less likely to develop dementia, less likely to develop cognitive decline.
And so, and then our next phase is releasing a video, and then we'll be continuing to work on the WageLove Hackathon up until South by Southwest.
Thank you so much to everyone here at ASU LA campus. We really appreciate you. Opening up your space is going to open up doors for us to get housing, permanent housing. So just know that this little bit of what you did to help us is helping my family. So thank you so much. I appreciate you.